Let's review my fiance's fragrance collection, Memoirs of a Trespasser from Imaginary Authors. One of the main reasons why he got into this fragrance is because of the name. He is an urban explorer. So for those of you who don't know what that means, he explores abandoned places and takes photographs of them. He's a really great photographer. This is a warm, intoxicating, enveloping scent with a little bit of an edge. So it feels very daring, which really matches the Bando exploring. I mainly get the Gaiac wood, which has a very subtle smoky quality to it, alongside that Madagascar vanilla, and then there's this myrrh note. For those of you who grew up around like churches and stuff, you might understand that myrrh kind of goes alongside that old church vibe. And I've definitely explored abandoned churches with him. You know, those really old places that have beautiful stained glass, but the floor is like falling apart. And if you step in it, you would fall and probably break a leg. When we were in London in October, we went to Bloom Perfumery London and they introduced us to Panda from Zoologist. It smells like a dewy green meditative fragrance. There's a lot of bamboo, green tea, and vetiver. There's tons of notes in this, but those are the three main notes that I pick up on. There's also some citrusy notes, which adds to this super energizing effect. This is just very refreshing. It reminds me of London and the amazing experience we had at Bloom Perfumery and just like shopping for fragrances together. It really made me feel so special that he was partaking in a passion of mine and enjoying it himself and found something so beautiful. Juliette has a gun ex vetiver. This is delicious. It has a subtly sweet opening with the citrus, the bergamot, and the lemon. And then in the dry down, there is just tons of vetiver. It's such a beautiful green, aromatic fragrance. When Johnny and I were in Paris, we got to go to the offices of Juliette Has a Gun and try out some of their fragrances, and Ex Vetiver was one that Johnny just fell so in love with. If you like Bal de Freak from Byredo, I think you should get your nose on this. Petit, Matin from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. We went there in Paris and they had us smelling every single fragrance. Johnny fell in love with Petit Matin. It means early morning in French. And this is just such a beautiful citrusy musk with a little bit of lavender. There's a beautiful citrusy Italian lemon. This just adds a slightly energizing quality to this total luxurious, soothing, calming scent. This is so fresh, clean, and crisp. Juliette Has a Gun has a luxury collection, and we got to go and smell them when we went to their flagship store in Paris. It was such a joy to experience. I'm such a fan of Juliette Has a Gun. They're one of my favorite fragrance brands. He picked up Metal Chypre from the luxury line. The best way I can really describe it is it smells really modern. It really reminds me of modern architecture. Something that I find really good about this is that I think Johnny can wear this for multiple occasions. Like if he were going into his office for work, I feel like wearing nice clothes and wearing this would be really good. I feel like he could wear this to a wedding. I feel like he could wear this on a hike out with our dog Birdie and it would smell amazing. Like it really is just such a great everyday, really luxe fragrance. Okay, now for the fun part, let me know in the comments if you want him to do a video with me reviewing his entire fragrance collection and how he feels about it, because he explains fragrances in such an awesome, interesting way.